So ModernDayLoss sent me, I entered his giveaway for a spiral cutter as like a zoodle sort of thing where you put your vegetables in, you twist it, and it makes noodles. So I totally didn't expect to win or anything, but I won. And I literally gave him my address like 2 days ago. I didn't see his message that I had won for like an entire week because I don't check my messages very often. I don't get like messages, private messages very much. So anyways, so this is what I won. Thank you very much, ModernDayLoss. I won't say your name. I don't think you want people to know, so. Anyways, thank you so much for that. Definitely, I'm going to try it out and use it. And you guys, I will be putting his link to his channel down below. I really enjoy watching him. He's a weight loss channel. He's just kind of inspiring. You don't want to work out, you just go watch him. He does a video every single day of him working out and what he eats, and I just love how he does his editing and everything. So yeah, alright guys. Oh, I get to be served?
Yes. So I'm basically your servant.
Awesome. Does that, like, you know, extend to when we go home?
Exactly.
That looks so healthy.
I only got some, what are they called, strawberries?
Yes. Love strawberries. I'm trying to eat healthy. I had forgotten I was going here today to eat lunch with my daughter. So I had like planned something else for lunch, but oh, that's okay. Hey guys, so I just want to take a little bit of time and talk about something that's really bugging me right now. I think I'm overreacting. I really thought I was overreacting until I talked to my daughter, and she actually said that she saw the same thing. So it's not just me. I was hoping she would say it was just me. So you know, like when you're in high school and you have the popular girls, you have the people who blend with everybody, and the nerds, the band nerds, although some schools it's popular to be in band. I was like a nerd for most of my teen years. Well, depending what circle I ran with. Okay, my church circle, it wasn't, I had a lot of friends in church. A lot. And I hung out with them all the time. I had a great, like, social church life, I guess you could say. But most of them were homeschooled. Or they went, yeah, I think most of them were homeschooled. But I went to public school. And I was kind of stuck with the people that accepted me for who I was, which I should have been glad about, you know, but I wasn't, because I wanted to be popular. And I felt very held back because of my mom's beliefs. My mom was, I don't know if anybody who's watching my videos, if you're from an older generation, if you ever heard, like, in Indiana there was a church called Faith Assembly. They were in the 80s, I think they were in the news about babies dying because they didn't take their kids to the doctors for shots, or they just didn't take them to doctors, period. That's the church my mom started going to, and it's a church that I was raised up in after, well, the beliefs. Not necessarily the entire church, because it was like 4 hours away from my mom's house. She couldn't go all the time. But she did, like, follow the belief system, and it was non-denominational Christian, but it was like, everything was like, you absolutely just, oh my god, I can't move. It was basically, the Bible, that's the word, that's follow it to the T sort of thing. The sort of, like, don't spare the rod or spoil a child, that sort of thing. Like, it's just like those, I hate to say it, those stories where you hear like some uber Christians, like, okay, I'll say that the closest example I have in media to how I was raised, I'm like so out of breath right now, I'm so sorry. I was walking around, is the Duggars. Legit. I mean, I don't mean like the part with Josh doing stuff to his sisters, I don't mean any of that. But, like the way they were, like wearing skirts all the time, their beliefs were very similar to how I was raised. So that's a really good example, minus the sexual issues that Josh did to his sisters and stuff like that. That was not, that wasn't the same. That was not, what I'm talking about. So, anyways, I had to wear skirts all the time. I was confused, by people thinking that I was a Mennonite Amish, which, you know, I lived in Indiana, so you would think that people would know that Amish, that they're all around. They don't dress like Mennonites. They don't dress like German Baptist, and I was constantly confused by those three groups. Like, people always thought I was from one of those three groups, and so I kind of got like that, and I was overweight. Like, I was heavier. I was a size 18. I went up to a size 18 anyway. I don't know. I felt so like nerdy at school, and I hated my school life. Like, I wanted to be out of it, and it's part of the reason why the first chance I got, I quit school. I hated the whole thing because my parents moved to Michigan after they got remarried, and they moved to a town that was super snobby. And I was like, I am not going to this high school. I am not going through the snobs. I'm not doing it. And so I talked my mom into doing homeschooling for me. Started working full-time at Burger King. And I started paying attention more to boys. Met my husband there. But, yeah, I mean, I made a bad decision because I chose to work full-time and pay attention to boys instead of finishing school. And now I'm like in my 30s and I'm finishing school now because it's so much harder to get jobs. Like, any of you guys, if you're a teenager watching this and you want to quit school, don't. At least finish high school, at least. Even if you freaking hate it. Even if you're like me and you were like, I don't want to be stuck in a school full of preppy people, like preppy rich people. Whatever. So, you know, just stick with it. So I didn't do that. But anyways, my whole point to this conversation that I just like rambled on about. So my daughter is friends with a girl, and every time we go to their house, or every time I have gone to their house, the mom, she looks like one of the girls that would have been a cheerleader, like in high school and college. She's really pretty, and every time I'm around her, I literally feel like a nerd. I feel like my old nerdy self. And to top it off, they live in a really nice, like, suburb. They have a really nice house, they have a pool, and then, like, literally off their backyard, there's, like, a lake, or, no, I'm gonna say a lake. Yeah, okay, it's a lake. And I feel like, I go there, I just feel kind of nerdy every time I'm over there, and I always end up, like, I ramble a lot when I'm nervous, and I just talk her ear off every time I go over there, and I feel like a retard doing it. I can't stop doing it. And then, okay, so today we had a luncheon, and you saw some of that a little bit before this, where I just went and ate with my daughter, and she came, and, like, literally, I smiled at her, and she just looked away, and just, walked right on by me, and I was like, okay, maybe she didn't see me smiling, whatever. But, like, this happens every time we have a school function and she's there. If she sees me, she might smile at me, but it's only if I'm directly looking in her eyes. If if I'm like walking towards her or she walks by me and I smile, her husband will say hi and what's up, what's going on. He'll totally goes out of his way to talk to me, but she's just like, I don't want to talk to you, and she keeps going, and I just get this feeling that she doesn't like me, and I do not understand it. I know not everybody likes everybody. I know this. I am not a retard, but I don't get it. Seriously, I was like tearing up because it bugs me so much. I feel like I'm in high school every time I'm around her, and I feel like she's like the popular girl that wouldn't accept me. You know what I'm saying? There's lots of girls in school that wouldn't accept me because of my dress and because then I got fat. And then when I lost weight, it was like a different story. All of a sudden I had all these people like wanting to be my friends. And it's just, and it happens when I'm as an adult too. Like except for this lady's, except for my daughter's friend's mom. Like, first time she met me, I was at a size 9. I think she met me when I was a size 12, and then I went down to a size 9, and then, of course, she's seen me back up here at a size 14, but, and she just stays, like, she looks like she's probably a size 6, maybe, but, maybe a little smaller than that, and she's not a big lady or nothing, but I don't know, it seems like, because, like, you know, when I was growing up, my dad, I never got a good compliment from him until I lost weight, and all of a sudden he was making comments that made me really uncomfortable sometimes, but, like, that was the only time in my life where he was like, oh, you look so beautiful today, oh, I equate my size with my worth because of that, and because of how people reacted to me when I lost weight as a kid. When I was thin, people wanted to be my friends. When I was fat, people were like, get the F away from me, bitch. I don't like you. I just said bitch. I also just said the F word too, right? So, I mean, it's so, like, I don't know. I still have this issue with wanting to be popular. Like, why? Why does it matter to me? I am in my 30s, and actually it hasn't mattered to me until I ran into this lady, and all of a sudden it's like I said, I'm throwing back into my high school mindset, like the things I had to deal with because of my mom's beliefs and the way she made me dress. And people would ask me these questions like, why do you dress like that? Why can't you shave your legs? Why this? Why? I'm like, I don't know. Like, my mom is making me do this. I don't know. Like, in the Bible, it doesn't say anything as far as I know about not shaving your legs, but my mom wouldn't let me shave them. And go figure, my sister comes around, and guess who gets to shave their legs? I actually pointed that out to my mom, and she was like, well, you were the guinea pig. Thanks, Mom. You made me an outcast. Okay, well, I probably helped that along because I got really hermity. I have just talked almost 12 minutes about this. I don't even know if you guys are still here. If you guys are still here listening, and you've gotten this far, comment below whether you were a popular person, a person who got along with everybody, or you were a nerd. If you've gotten this far, y'all. So, I'm going to stop now because that's a really long video, and I feel like I'm the only one that's really, like, interested in this. Whatever. Alright, guys. Hashtag Team Love Yourself. And I am going to say this till I'm freaking blue in the face, I guess, but I am worth beyond my weight. I am more than my weight. Someday I'm going to believe it. Hopefully you already do. Alright, guys. Toodles.